Merry Christmas. It's the 24th of December, and we've got a short show. Dale and Blake are off doing snow angels, and I'm fixing to go home and chase Sadie around in the snow. I'd like to dedicate this show to my family, the Bensons and the Gillespies. The Bensons are spread out from here to Kansas City. The Gillespies are all on the other side of the Ohio River in West Virginia. And I've talked about my Aunt Nettie. Aunt Nettie loved all-star wrestling. We would come down to Waterloo, my mother and I, and go to All-Star Wrestling with Aunt Nettie. And some of you may have remembered, as I talked about Aunt Nettie, that I talked about famous wrestler from Memphis, Tennessee called Sputnik Monroe. I want to talk about Sputnik Monroe tonight. Roscoe Monroe Brumbaugh, born December 18th, 1928 in Dodge City, Kansas, would later adopt the flamboyant ring name Sputnik Monroe. Monroe's career spanned decades, but his most legendary chapter unfolded in Memphis, Tennessee, where he became both a hated heel in the ring and a beloved figure outside of it. In the ring, Monroe was an archetypical villain. He strutted with arrogance, cheated shamelessly, and taunted audiences with his catchphrase, "Win if you can, lose if you must, but always cheat." The fans despised him, yet couldn't look away. His charisma made him a box office draw, and promoters recognized his ability to pack arenas. But outside of the ring, Monroe was something far more radical. A white wrestler who openly embraced black fans during the height of Jim Crow segregation. He deliberately spent time in black neighborhoods, drank in black bars, and insisted on being arrested alongside black patrons when police tried to enforce segregation law. He would even pay off police fines just to keep returning, knowing the publicity fueled the notoriety. By the late 1950s, Memphis wrestling was booming, but segregated. Black fans were restricted to the worst seats in the arena, often in the balcony. Monroe saw both injustice and opportunity. He realized that black fans were a massive, untapped audience. He demanded that promoters allow black spectators to sit wherever they wanted. His bargaining power was simple. He was the top draw, and without him, the box office would collapse. Promoters reluctantly agreed, and soon Monroe's matches were drawing record-breaking integrated crowds. In 1959, his feud with Billy Wicks culminated in a match at Memphis Ellis Auditorium that drew over 17,000 fans, an attendance record that stood for decades. Monroe's antics made him a cultural icon. He would kiss black babies in public, drape his arms around black friends, and act as though segregation didn't exist. This infuriated racists, but endeared him to the marginalized communities. His insistence on equality wasn't just symbolic, it changed the economics of wrestling. Promoters realized the integrated audience meant bigger profits, and soon other venues followed suit. In the early 1970s, Monroe teamed with black wrestler Norvell Austin, forming a provocative duo that played directly on racial tension. Austin dyed a silver streak in his hair to match Monroe's, and they would proclaim "Black is beautiful and white is beautiful" in unison. Though fans hurled slurs, the team forced audiences to confront their prejudices while still selling tickets. Monroe's career lasted until 1988, but his impact went far beyond the ring. He became a symbol of how entertainment could change social norms. While he never claimed to be a civil rights activist, his actions helped desegregate public spaces in Memphis, and he inspired others to push boundaries. His legacy was later recognized with his induction into the NWA Hall of Fame in 2012, the Professional Wrestling Hall of Fame in 2017, and the WWE Hall of Fame in 2018. He died in 2006 at the age of 77, but his legend continues to grow. Monroe's story is thrilling because it shows how rebellion can hide in unexpected places. A brash rustler, clad in sequins and arrogance, became a civil rights pioneer, not through speeches or marches, but through sheer force of entertainment economics. Sputnik Monroe's history is a reminder that heroes don't always look like heroes. Sometimes they swagger, cheat, and rile up crowds, yet behind the theatrics, Monroe used his platform to challenge segregation and expand freedom in the South. His legacy is both exciting and profound, a wrestler who fought injustice with charisma, controversy, and refusal to play by society's rules. Sputnik Monroe.